Breaking news. Attorney General of the Federation cries out. The federal government will resume trial on Boko suspect and will ensure we bring them to book. Please be patient with us. That is the Attorney General after shielding and covering them for so long. You don't understand what's going on in this country. In 2017, Nigerian government were so quick to say IPOB, that is the indigenous people of Biafra, were this and that and that and that, and they were quick to quickly, declare them a wanted set of people. They were very quick to prescribe and to give them a name. Now, listen, these people who are not just, if they are just destroying properties and they are just carrying out minor criminal activity, is bad enough. They are destroying lives, destroying the economy of the North. They are doing terrible things, too numerous to mention. Yet the federal government of Nigeria takes their time in dealing with them. And when people ask, they'll say, "Ah, you're asking too much. Ah, what is it? You are doing this, you are doing that." As Nigerians begin to ask more questions, Attorney General is crying out, don't worry. The federal government have it in mind to persecute them to resume their trial. So you suspended the trial before. Ah, welcome to Nigeria. Let's get all the details. The federal government has assured Nigerians it will resume the prosecution of Boko suspects in Nigeria and those who have been caught in Niger State. Let Nigeria recall that the Nigerian government had in 2017 commenced trial of some persons suspected to be Boko insurgents. The proceedings of the case were held at a military base in Niger State. However, the United Nations had at time raised concerns on human rights issues in relation to its accused. The spokesman of the UN High Commissioner for Human Rights, Robert Canvas, has said in a statement that the UN welcomed the decision of the Nigerian authority to start the trial of Boko suspects, many of whom have been in prolonged detention, including some since 2009. It, however, said that it will give the number of people who are due to be tried at the time, numbering about 2,300. It is concerned that the duty of the proceedings may deny the defendant the rights for fair trial and effective defense. The accused who have been charged under Nigerian provision of Terrorist Act are being tried individually or in group depending on the nature of their alleged crime, the UN Secretary has questioned. Saying, however, on the lingering trial, the Attorney General of the Federation, AGF Abubakar Malami, on Tuesday said the federal government will resume the prosecution very soon. No date, very soon. Late Nigeria reports that Malami said this while receiving Eniola Ajayi, Nigeria's ambassador to the Kingdom of the Netherlands, yesterday. Malami said steps are being taken to ensure the continuation of the trial in Niger State. A statement issued by his Usman, media aide to Malami, quoted the AGF as saying that Nigeria has cooperated fully with the ICC through the submission of relevant documents on the conduct of the trial. With due diligence to Nigeria's mandate under Article 84 of the Rome Statutes of ICC, Nigeria cooperated fully with the courts through submission of relevant documents, reports of panels, and inquiries, he said. The AGF also commended Ajayi for her efforts and all she has been doing. So, Attorney General of the Federation, when it comes to this, have you heard of it? They follow due, it's called due process. And it's called due process. It's called they follow it. And when it comes to Bokos, no, it's called due process. It has to be followed. It just have to be followed. They follow the due process. They do it, and they follow it, systematically. They follow it with all their heart, with all their mind. They follow it like there is no tomorrow when it comes to this set of people who are committing all forms of crime and atrocity, they follow the due process. But with IPOB, they said no, they are criminals, blah, blah, blah. They were quick to name them whatever they have named them, for which has given them rights to be destroying lives and property in the southeastern part of the country. Yet, those who should rise up and defend the people to a large extent have not done so. Hence, the continuous destruction of life by the set of people who are supposed to be leaders, who are supposed to be given, dispensing truth and justice in the word called justice. But guess what? We don't have that in Nigeria. Sadly, we have a set of people, a bunch of people who hide under a disguise that they are doing something, they are trying to make things better. But guess what? Honestly and sincerely speaking, they are doing absolutely and completely nothing. They don't care. They don't want to know. They don't even, it's just there. So these are some of the terrible things ongoing now. That's some of the terrible things we're experiencing. Yeah, some children have not been to school, not just for a decade. A decade is 10 years, for 2 decades. So what do you expect? How do you expect their lives to turn out? We're in the 21st century. Things are moving very fast. They don't even have the decorum of how to relate in today's day and age, because they are still living in stone age, because they've never been given the opportunity before whatsoever to be able to make meaningful impact and understand social relations, human relations. Even those that went to school, those that are supposedly supposed to be given direction and doing the right thing, how many of them, I beg your pardon and I ask again, how many of them even have proper home training, and understand ethics here and there, when to pause, when to continue, when to communicate, when to refrain from communication, when to understanding what somebody's going through, empathize, sympathize, play the right card when you should. How many of them have that propensity and tenacity inside of them? How many of them have been properly schooled, tutored to become, a better person in the society? How much more those, okay? How much more those who have not in any way, form, or kind gone to school? Can you see the dilemma that we are in? You understand it now? This is part of what is going on. Yes, it is. Leave us a comment. We'd love to hear from you. Please don't forget to like us, share, subscribe. Bye for now. Bye.